All right, so it's water change day. I've got a couple fish tanks here that I need to do, and someone had asked me about my draining system and my refilling system. So I figured I'd show you what I've got, how it's set up. I won't get into how much I'm draining or what I'm doing much as I am the draining PVC and the filling PVC, just for details. So the setup I have, this is the tank I'm going to do. I just did a bunch of trimming. I've got a little bit of algae growing. I'm going to install a clarifier on this tank because that one has a clarifier and it does great. It's got everything this one does, but the only thing I have right now with this one is tannins because that's still new driftwood. So in this tank, I do not have a clarifier, but I have the same filter and everything set up. So I'm going to install a clarifier here, but I'm going to drain this out, cut my charge line open, install a clarifier. This is what I use since I'm not really near a faucet. This is a piece of PVC with a union, a ball valve up high and a ball valve down low, and a hose connector on the end. So all I do is I've got a filter here just to keep anything from getting in as far as fish, so I don't have to worry about it. So when I set this in, I'll dip this end in the water so it's sealed, and there's always water in this pipe from between the two ball valves. So I'll set this in right here, crack this ball valve open. Once I get it set down, I just open that one and the water just flows out via suction. So when I get done, I shut this one off to hold the water in the pipe, and then I reach in because this will be exposed, the water will be down here, and then I'll close that one before the water gets below the bottom of the pipe that's inside that filter, and that keeps water inside there for the next water change. All right, so I do not have my stand in here. It's outside the shop, but I'll try to do this one-handed. So I just pick this up to where the bottom's still in the water, and then open this like that. Set it right back down in there. So that's in the water there. This side's in my tank. And now all I got to do is open this and start to drain. In case you want to see the barrel, what I've got is a submersible pump, and it can suck down to about 1/8 of an inch. So the barrel is on a dolly, it's on wheels, so I can roll it around. But what I've done in here is marked 18 gallons out and in. So as I'm draining this, I'm going to go to here. That takes 18 gallons out of this tank. When I'm ready to fill it up, because this pump doesn't go all the way to the bottom and there's some dips and deformations in the trash can, this is actually 18 gallons going in because it leaves a couple of gallons in the bottom of the tank. So I got an 18 out, 18 in. Makes it easy for me to fill it back up. And 18 gallons on this, I think, is 5.5 inches on a 75-gallon tank. And this is the device I use to fill the tank. It's basically 3/4 inch PVC with the other end, so it's got the female hose end. And all this is a piece that has a grommet in it, so it keeps the water from leaking, but it also has a spinning union here which is sealed off from the grommet side. So I've got this here. Now on this end, I've got it split because it was a lot of volume for one line to be hanging in this thing. This also helps stabilize the pipe while it's on the tank, so hands-free, it won't wobble and spit around. I've got my filters on both sides again. That also helps displace the water, keeps it from just shooting straight out. It kind of just fizzles out to the side, and then it also aerates a little bit as it's doing it. So just tighten this up, and then what I've got, so I went ahead, since this splits 2 rooms, went ahead and put my clarifier on, so that's good to go. And I've got a Wi-Fi plug here, so I just use an app to turn the pump on and off. And that way I can stand here with it. I don't have to run back to the plug. And the only thing that I probably would have done different was I probably would have put a check valve here, because if you leave this in and turn the pump off, it becomes a siphon again because it's still charged with water. So the only thing I probably would have done was either maybe here or here, or just put one in down here, which would allow that to close the check valve off to keep that from coming back in. So that's a little bit. It's 18 gallons back in, and I've got the last 6 or 7 because I did 2-barrel water change. So fill that back up. Alright, so that's done. Clarifier's on and working, air bubbles are out, no leaks, and the only thing I've got now is I had a little bit of debris coming out of the discharge line, so I put some AccuClear in it, so it's going to be cloudy for a little bit. And this is just a couple of days later. It's all settled, it's all clear. It's still got a little bit to go with the clarifier, but this is so much better than what it was. So right now in this tank, just so you know what I've got, this is a Waze 350. It's a Biomaster Thermo 350. So I've got the integrated heater, and I also have a pH controller monitor on this. I keep it at 7 with a buffer of 0.2, so it can go up or down 0.2 without it affecting the dosing. And then over here on the 125, over here, I have basically the identical setup, only I have the Waze Biomaster 850 Thermo. Same pH controller and everything. So now each one of these filters, just so you know what I've got, each one of these filters has a set of biomedia trays, then it's got a set of blue filter trays, then on the very top is a red finer mesh filter. But inside, when these tanks got established, these filters got established, I took one of the trays, took the sponges out, because there's the sponge. So this was what was in it. And then what I did was took 2 number 6 carbon bags, BioChemSorb carbon bags, put it in the trays, just organized it there. So each one of these has a carbon filter in it, which got rid of a lot of the tannins from all this driftwood. As you can tell, this is so much better than what it is just from the last couple days. And then on the top, there's a little thin red sponge. It's a lot finer. I took some filter floss and sandwiched it on the top of that, and it really polishes the water a lot better. So, and then they've got this little bit of a blue haze, but I believe it's from the lights going through this glass. It's on both, so it's either the lights or the lids, but I have a feeling it's probably the lights. But that's my setup.